So this is a pomegranate art puzzle, which I tend to love for the image and hate for speed puzzling. So this one is by Charley Harper. I love the Charley Harper series. So it's a little bit, um, the art is tends to have pretty distinctive color patterns. So it's actually fairly easy because you can pull colors and build chunks. And so you can see here in this puzzle, what that's meant is I've pulled a lot of this light green and have started building that. I found this sort of white polka dots on brown, have pulled that and started building that. And I'm starting to pull some other color chunks as well. So things are starting to fit together somewhat nicely already. The one challenge with this puzzle that is going to start to come into play at some point is it's actually a vertical puzzle. So that means there's not a ton of extra room on my puzzling table. I've had some vertical puzzles where I've actually had to flip them and do them sideways on this particular table. So I'm jumping a lot right now, as you can see in strategy. I'm not doing this strictly for time, um, but obviously a better strategy would have been to do a little bit more sorting at the beginning and then build more efficiently. I'm not building super efficiently. A second recommended strategy is not to have your cat to or to distract your cat with other things before you start puzzling. I have a unusual cat in that she does not like boxes. She does not like string. She does not like toy mice. In fact, she does not seem to like any toys. The only thing she likes is to sit on a bar height chair next to me while I'm puzzling so she can supervise from above. But when she gets bored of supervising, she jumps onto the table and she wags her tail like a dog. And that means pieces go everywhere. So she's, sometimes very helpful, sometimes not. So anyway, puzzle strategy. I am starting to build out here just bits where I can see sort of obvious chunks. And so it's a little deceptive. It's hard to tell how far along I actually am because I've gotten these chunks built, but I haven't actually connected the border. And so I don't have a good overview of like, hey, how much is actually left? So you can see here, I have flipped the puzzle. And I've decided actually to try to build for right now on the side. So not as a vertical puzzle, but just pretending it's horizontal, just given the amount of space I have on the table. Ooh, and now we have some glare from the sun. So yeah, this is actually quite a fun puzzle because there are so many chunks. I think if I got a pomegranate in a pairs competition, this would be one of the ones I'd want. Obviously, not that you pick, um, but because it really was easy enough to divide up the sections. I'm not saying I did it well, but it wasn't hard. I think strategy wise, right now, kind of what I would tell myself is, hey, why don't you finish that border? Obviously, it's in glare, so maybe not the greatest idea, but like, let's frame out this puzzle a little bit more. Here we are. Because as I frame, what I've realized is the puzzle is actually much narrower than I expected. So this puts me in a position now where I can really speed up because I can really see, oh wow, there's not that much left. So if I have a dark piece, there are kind of only two spots for it. I've got some of these leaves built already, so you can see one on the bottom left. And so I could pull all the greens and build the rest of the leaves, for example. So I think the framing out really helps me to get a sense of like, hey, how am I actually doing with this puzzle? Um, So I'm slowing down here a little bit because I'm not doing a good job of finding and pulling a chunk. I'm just kind of building as things build. So there we go. I have fit in that leaf, and that has actually cut down materially on the amount of puzzle that I have left to do visually. And has also meant that now I have lots of these little spots. So what should I be doing at this point? Shape sorting. What am I not doing? You guessed it. I wish I could say there was some opportunistic shape sorting going on, but there's not. I think I see a challenge. There we are. Really cute puzzle.